Welcome back to my channel and a very special welcome if you're new here. My name is Jen. I'm a certified weight loss and nutrition coach who has lost and maintained a 140-pound weight loss. And today we're talking about 12 ways to promote long-term fat loss, how to lose the weight and keep it off long term. Nobody wants to diet, be miserable, be in a calorie deficit just to gain it all back. So I'm going to share with you 12 simple ways to keep it off. So if you're excited, give this video a big thumbs up. Subscribe if you're not, turn your bell on because I upload new videos every Tuesday and Thursday. Down in the description box, I will have nutrition coaching. Highly recommend personalized macros and calories. That is what I follow to lose and maintain a 140-pound weight loss, as well as one-on-one coaching for questions, accountability, or to talk with me directly. Links and discounts to my favorite things are also down below for you. So let's jump into 12 sustainable ways to lose fat for good. Losing body fat can be really challenging for our mental health, our physical health, and it's really hard to do. So the worst thing that we can do for our mental and physical health, as well as our metabolism, is to lose weight and then gain it all back again over and over and over again. So I want to share with you some really easy ways to lose it and keep it off. Number one, and this is so incredibly important, and that is to start strength training. Now, this doesn't mean that you have to go to the gym and do 150-pound deadlifts. What this means is you need to be lifting some weights to help build lean muscle, which boosts your metabolism and helps keep any weight you lose off in the long term. It can greatly reduce body fat percentage and visceral fat, which is a type of fat that surrounds the organs in your belly. Experts consider visceral fat dangerous because it's linked to an increased risk of health conditions like diabetes and heart disease. So lifting weights is going to help build that lean muscle, boost your metabolism, and prevent health-related diseases. Simple things like body weight exercises, light weights, lots of reps, heavier weights, a little bit less reps. I recommend being in the gym 2 to 3 times per week for 20 to 40 minutes of strength training, whatever you're able to do. And baby steps, start small. Increase the amount of strength training, increase the amount of weights. I will tell you that if you have to skip a workout, skip your cardio and do your strength training. There are so many more benefits to strength training than cardio. Number 2, and I live and die by this, and this is to follow a high protein diet. Now, we also need to eat a well-balanced diet. We need carbohydrates and fats, but we really need a good amount of protein to help increase fat loss and keep it off. It's going to help preserve fat-free mass, promote feelings of fullness, reduce your appetite throughout the day, increase your resting metabolism, increase thermogenesis of food. Protein requires more calories to digest than carbs and fat, and it's also going to help improve your energy expenditure. Now, you might be wondering, how much protein am I supposed to have? Well, that is going to vary from person to person. There's a lot of different factors that go in to the amount of protein that you need for fat loss. I am a weight loss and nutrition coach. I calculate custom personalized macros and calories. I did my own. That's how I lost my weight. That's how I've maintained my weight. So I would recommend investing the little bit in yourself to have your personalized macros and calories done. I will give you a protein, fat, and carb goal. I will walk you through what foods you can eat to reach those, how to break it down by meal. All the information will be in the email of your macros and calories. So I will link that down below for you, and I will put you on a higher protein diet so that you can reach success. You also need to be getting more sleep. 7 to 9 hours a day is what is recommended, and even better, if you can get on a sleep schedule that you can maintain 7 days a week, that is ideal. Even on the weekends, if you can go to bed around the same time and wake up around the same time every day, that's going to help with fat loss. When we don't get enough sleep, our body needs energy, and it's going to reach for that energy in the fastest form possible, which is typically simple carbohydrates and sugar. Not getting enough sleep can actually alter your hunger hormones, increase your appetite and cravings, and increase your snacking behaviors. Make sure as well that you're limiting your caffeine intake in the late afternoon and evening. I would recommend stopping all caffeine 3 to 4 hours before going to bed, if not sooner. Number 4, contrary to popular belief, we need to be eating more healthy fat. Fat is not the enemy. Fat adds flavor to our food, and similar to protein and fiber, it helps keep us full and satisfied. And when I say healthy fats, I mean leaning typically on unsaturated fats, monounsaturated fats. Now you can eat some saturated fat. Every diet consists of some saturated fat daily, but we really want to focus on those healthy fats. And by eating enough fat every day, it actually can help lower your body fat percentage, believe it or not, improve your body composition, and give you an increase in lean muscle mass. Good healthy fats are things like avocados, olive oil, nuts and seeds, and even nut butter. These are some great sources of healthy fat. Now, similar to protein, your fat goal, the amount of fat you should eat daily, is going to vary from person to person. That is a macro that is included in your macros and calories. Again, that is linked down below for you. But remember, low-fat diets are out, healthy fat is in. Number 5, focus on drinking primarily unsweetened beverages. Now, there's nothing wrong with having a Coca-Cola every once in a while or a sweet drink from Starbucks, but 98% of our drinks we're consuming daily should be low-calorie, zero-calorie, unsweetened beverages. Also, be mindful of alcohol. Alcohol is very high in calories and delivers zero nutritional value, is a carbohydrate source, will be turned to sugar in the body. If you follow me, you know that I am a big proponent of not eliminating or restricting anything. It's not sustainable in the long term. However, if you are on a fat loss journey, if you're trying to lose weight, if you can abstain from alcohol, it's really going to help reach your weight loss goals. I will tell you, I personally do not consume any alcohol, and I'm really grateful for that. I find that it helps me maintain my weight loss. It also helped me during the weight loss stage. I made sure that the calories I'm taking in actually have some nutritional value, and unfortunately, alcohol does not. Number 6, similar to protein and fat, you need to fill up on fiber. Insoluble and soluble fiber are essential for weight loss. Fiber helps keep us full. If you can get a good mix in every meal of healthy fat, fiber, and protein, you are going to be full for the long term. It's really going to help you not overeat throughout the day. And even if you are someone who eats at night, making sure you're eating enough fiber during the day will prevent the snacky cravings at night. It's recommended that women consume no less than 28 grams of fiber every day. I would recommend more like 30 to 35 grams, and men should consume about 35 to 50 grams of fiber every day. Don't be afraid of fiber. The more fiber, the better. Now, if you have health-related issues with digesting fiber, that's a conversation you should be having with your doctor. But the healthy woman or man can consume a good amount of fiber every day, and it's only going to help increase fullness and reach your weight loss goals. Now, if you can't get enough fiber in food, just really focus on fruits, vegetables, whole grains. I would recommend a fiber supplement. I personally put Just Better Fiber in my coffee every morning. I actually have 2 tablespoons in my protein coffee right now. It dissolves beautifully. There's no taste, there's no texture. It is a woman-owned small business. Absolutely the best fiber supplement, one ingredient, unlike the store where they are full of all these just nasty fillers. Just Better Fiber is one ingredient, fiber. I do have a discount code. I will link it down below for you. Definitely look at supplementing fiber if you're just not getting enough in daily through food. Number 7, this is a really easy one, and that is to choose whole grains versus refined grains. For example, instead of choosing 45 calorie Sara Lee bread with no nutritional value or white bread, choose a sprouted bread or bread that has some fiber and, better yet, some protein. Just replace a lot of those refined grains with whole grains. Refined grains are stripped of their bran and germ during processing, resulting in a product low in fiber and nutrients. They also tend to have a high glycemic index, which causes spikes and crashes in blood sugar and can lead to increased hunger. Consider replacing refined grains from pastries, baked goods, pastas, white breads, and breakfast cereals with whole grains like whole wheat, quinoa, buckwheat, barley, and oats. It's a very, very simple swap. Not to mention whole grains will help you get in your fiber, and whole grains honestly just taste a lot better. Number 8, increase your cardio. Now, strength training fell at number 1 because it is the most important, but we also need to do a little bit of cardio every day. We need to do some cardio. That's going to help increase our endurance, our heart. It's going to help with our heart, and it's also going to help burn calories, which leads to weight loss. It is recommended to get about 150 to 300 minutes of moderate intensity cardio every single week. So maybe you take a brisk 30-minute walk every day, or maybe you go to the gym and you get on the treadmill a few times a week. It is really really important to balance cardio and strength training. But like I said, if you are time restricted or something happens in life and you need to skip a workout, skip your cardio and get in the gym and do some strength training. It is still going to give you all of the benefits. Not as much calorie burn, obviously, as cardio, but strength training builds lean muscle, which boosts your metabolism. Cardio does not build lean muscle, and cardio does not boost your metabolism. But cardio is still important for weight loss. Number 9 is music to my ears, and this is to drink coffee. Research shows that drinking caffeine can actually lower your BMI and boost weight loss. Caffeine in coffee stimulates your central nervous system, which may increase metabolism and help boost the breakdown of fats. Caffeine has been shown to enhance fat burning during aerobic exercise, particularly for those who are untrained or sedentary. To maximize coffee's health benefits, avoid adding large amounts of cream and sugar. Instead, enjoy it black with a small splash of milk. Or, in my case, put in a protein shake. That's going to give you protein, which we talked about, and get in your caffeine. Now, I go to boot camp at 5 a.m. 3 days a week. I am an early morning workout person, and I always have my coffee before. I feel like it does help me make it through my workout, and I'm reaping all the rewards of caffeine paired with my workout. So coffee is actually good for you. Who'd have known? Number 10, speaking of boot camp, try high intensity interval training or HIIT training. Now, this can be part of your cardio workouts every single week. And typically with HIIT training, it is a mix of cardio and strength training. So you're actually double dipping and getting the benefit of both. High intensity interval training is a form of exercise that pairs quick bursts of activity with short recovery periods to keep your heart rate elevated. To get started, try alternating between walking and jogging or sprinting for 30 seconds at a time. You can also cycle between exercises like burpees, push-ups, or squats with short periods of rest in between. So like I said, my workout, my boot camp workout is a HIIT training workout. We incorporate weights, we incorporate cardio, we run laps, we are always getting our heart rate elevated, taking a short break, and continuing that process for 1 hour. If you can find a HIIT workout in your area to join, maybe a group workout, that's always a great way to go. And there's lots of free workouts here on YouTube, but try to incorporate HIIT training a couple of times a week. Number 11, this is huge, and that is to add some probiotics to your diet. Now, lucky for us, we get prebiotics in our food, but probiotics should be something that we supplement. I personally take a probiotic every morning. I take the pink probiotic from Clean Simple Eats. I have found it to be the best option. I will link it down below for you with a discount. Probiotics are an essential supplement for us. Taking supplements is a simple, convenient way to get concentrated doses of probiotics daily. You can also eat probiotic-rich foods like kefir, tempeh, natto, kombucha, kimchi, and sauerkraut. So you can eat foods that have probiotics, but it's really easy to get that concentrated dose in a supplement and still incorporate those probiotic foods. So again, I'll link the Clean Simple Eats pink probiotic down below for you. And last but not least, number 12. Now this is something I personally have not done and just doesn't work for me, but that is to try IF or intermittent fasting. This basically means that you stop eating at a certain time and then you start eating at a certain time, allowing your body to fast. Now, lucky for us, while we're sleeping, that is enough time for our body to actually fast. We're not consuming food while we're sleeping. But if you feel like intermittent fasting is for you, here's some benefits. It can help give you a lower body fat percentage, body weight, fat-free mass, waist circumference, and can help with visceral fat. It is important to know that IF is not appropriate for everybody. And like I said, I personally do not and would not do intermittent fasting, and I would definitely have a conversation with your doctor before starting. You should actually have a conversation with your doctor before starting any type of fasting, diet, or even exercise program. So what's the bottom line of today's video? To be honest with you, to reach your weight loss goals and to keep it off long term, the last thing that we want to do is crash diets, unsafe supplements. We really want to focus on food, nutrition, and exercise to reach our weight loss goals. Not only is this going to help us develop really healthy habits that we can use our entire life, it's going to make us healthier individuals, both mentally and physically, and we're going to lose weight in a healthy, sustainable way. Like I said, nobody wants to go through the effort of losing weight just to gain it all back again, and these 12 tips will help you avoid that. Let me know down below what is your favorite tip and trick from today's video, and also what is one thing that you do to lose weight and keep it off. Don't forget, I will have everything linked down below for you. Just Better Fiber, my favorite probiotic from Clean Simple Eats, and of course, macros and calories. Please invest in yourself. Have them done. It is absolutely life-changing. I'm proof of that. I'm proof that it is life-changing. Thank you again so much for watching, and I will see you in the next one. Bye.